The size in the Baki series is one of the biggest questions. Sometimes the height of some dudes looks like a small building, they are towering above tiny Baki and by the first impression looks like insanely strong fighters. But in Baki world things are not so easy, and the dude who was shown as a literal Gulliver turns out to be below 2 meters tall, and even if a guy is as big as he was shown from the beginning, he could be just a random weakling with no actual fighting skills. In this video let's look at some of the actually biggest characters of the series and find out if their strength is as huge as their size. Kaioru is a dude who is 2 meters tall. For the Baki world this is a big dude, compared to Baki who is only 168 centimeters and even Yujiro who is 190 centimeters. What are we talking about? Oliva, who looks like a giant most of the time, is only 180 centimeters. Anyways, Kaioru is a tall dude, but is he strong? I think he should be strong. He is the head of the temple in China and the mentor of Kaijoretsu. Being able to earn the title of Kaijo, it is implied that Ryu is very strong and skillful enough to be given the name. Being the mentor of Kaijoretsu, it is implied that he is a master of Byaku Rinji style of Kung Fu. He has displayed great strength, being able to pass his own strength test until interrupted and evenly matched by Retsu. He should be on a high level, but he had no chance to show his skill, cause his first ever shown fight was a fight against Yujiro, who just massacred Old Master with no chance. But he still managed to rip off Yujiro's shirt, which is a pretty big feat. Alexander Galen is 2 meters and 3 centimeters tall. He is a giant Greco-Roman wrestler who has over 6,000 wins and no losses. At the times of Maximum Tournament he was pretty strong, being able to knock out Kaoru Hanayama with one move, beat a giant Anaconda with a few wrestling moves and kill it with a few punches and stomp onto the head of the Anaconda. Also, he gave a good fight to Jack Hanma and even survived being stabbed in the heart by his own ribs. In the second series of the manga he nearly gets killed by Sikorsky, but it is likely because Galen was wounded and could barely walk after the Maximum Tournament. For now I feel like he is far behind the main characters in terms of fighting capabilities, but he is still pretty huge. Kaiyo Dorian is about 2 meters 4 centimeters and he is a legendary Chinese Kenpo fighter. I think that for his size he is nicely strong, being able to make some serious problems for Katsumi Doppo and Kato. Atsushi Suedo is 2 meters and 5 centimeters, but even though he is for now the biggest dude on this list, he is the weakest one. He is the 3rd dan Shinshinkai karate student. He fought Dorian and almost died, but before and after he never fought in a serious fight against any strong opponent. A good example of a big but pretty weak dude. Wilbur Bolt is 205 centimeters tall. He is the current world's strongest boxer who possesses the world's strongest arms and the fastest legs. In the old days he was a sprinter. When he was a representative of his country during the Olympics, he broke the starter and was able to reach the goal within 9.49 seconds. Then he decided to start a career as a boxer and defeated a lot of boxers with a KO in the blink of an eye. He also won 4 champion belts. But in the 4th series of the manga he was defeated by Kaijoretsu. That makes him another big weak dude who is strong on the level of an athlete, but compared to the main Baki characters he is a weakling. Mount Toba, 209 centimeters, huge dude, a veteran giant professional wrestler known all over the world, but his size does not make him really strong. He lost to Baki and then to Retsu, being able to defeat only some trash fighters. Spec is 221 centimeters. This is a huge size. He escaped from Florida State Prison located 200 meters underwater in a giant submarine and is a very dangerous user of pure brute force. Spec's physical capabilities are far into the tier of superhuman. Spec was considered one of the 5 strongest and most dangerous convicted felons on the planet, being able to easily break out out of a maximum security submarine prison, swim through the 200 miles per hour underwater currents with no damage or strain, and then proceed to kill the entire squadron of nearby prison coast guards in 5 seconds with no sign of fatigue whatsoever. Spec's muscular strength was extremely high, being able to compete with the other top-tier protagonists in terms of strength, speed, flexibility and stamina. He was the one who dealt the biggest damage to one of the toughest characters in the series, Kaoru Hanayama. I think his power and size are completely fine, and I'd want to look at his fight against someone else in the series further. Yashazaru is a mysterious monkey who is about 230 centimeters tall. As an animal, Yashazaru has no martial arts skills, but is an extremely powerful beast among other apes. It has even been shown that he is able to kill a bear, but size does not help a wild animal to defeat even a 13-year-old boy, so this gorilla is pretty weak. Andrei Valev is 235 centimeters. He is a strong boxer. He is very big and fast, as a result of which with one blow he can knock out a heavyweight boxer who put up a block, also sending him flying several meters. Due to his physical characteristics and fighting skills, Valev was interested and surprised Kairetsu, who needed to go into a corner and used a special punch named Musunkei to defeat the giant. Pretty strong boxer, but in terms of pure one-on-one fight with no rules, which is whole Baki series is about, he is weak. Andres Regan is 240 centimeters and weight about 310 kilos, a literal tank. He is very strong due to his large build, but even after releasing all of his strength, Regan was no match for Baki Hanma. Insanely huge dude who probably is one of the weakest fighters on this list. Pretty good example of the huge size is not equal to good fighter rule. Jack Hanma is already 243 centimeters, the biggest and the strongest dude so far on this list. I'm totally fine with his size and even want him to grow bigger and stronger. He is a great character and deserves to be even bigger and even stronger than he is in the Baki Rachen series right now. Pickle is 245 centimeters. He is the freaking caveman who was hunting and eating dinosaurs. He should be huge and strong, and he is. Kent is 250 centimeters tall. His abilities are unknown, but his greatest assets are probably his strength and size and long arms, giving him the advantage of range, but I don't know. But I feel like he is probably at the bottom of this list in terms of fighting. Ryuji Tokura, aka T-Rex, is around 3 meters tall and he is only 17 years old. Ryuji Tokura is monstrously strong, which makes it fairly easy for him to destroy anything and anybody in his path. Ryuji has been shown to be capable of derailing a train during one of his rampages, as well as flipping a truck over without much effort, and is more than capable of launching someone as large as Kaoru Hanayama high into the air with just one punch. But still, compared to a skilled fighter, he is nothing, as when was shown in his brief fight with Hanayama. So as you can see, almost half of the biggest dudes are weaklings compared to small bugs like Hanma or for example Katsumi or Retsu. But their size is the thing that makes it more interesting to watch them in action, even though their fights most of the time don't live up to expectations. Leave your comments down below who among the biggest dudes are your favorite. Thank you for watching, ring the bell, leave a like and subscribe.
Even when you feel low, you can still go. Even when you feel slow, you can still go. Even when there's no hope, you can still go. I never answer to no, man, I still go. Go, go.